Welcome to the Fools Podcast.
Welcome, viewers,
Good morning,
listeners,
These are your incohesive hosts, Gallo.
Angel.
Ivan.
Good morning.
Good afternoon.
Good evening.
We're finally doing a morning cast. I feel pretty good. Kind of wish I had a coffee.
Okay, then, Captain.
Yeah, coffee. Well, I mean, I don't know. I'll probably throw it up.
Where's no coffee gang at? Who don't drink coffee like that?
You say you throw it up.
Are
You
you-
just had like.
Where's
Tea
my,
gang?
where's my tea guys?
Tea gang?
I'm a tea bag.
Yeah, tea baggers.
I'm a tea bagger.
Yeah.
I actually am now. I'm a tea guy.
No, it's actually tea bagger. You have to put the A at the end.
Tea bagger.
Yeah. It's
High
like,
dollar sign.
and then we're gonna have like an entire community of Halo 3 players that are like, no, we were the originals. We
True,
did it first.
They were.
We did it first.
There's that map, that small map. You can go inside the little office,
Mm-hmm.
and you come outside on the roof, and you get the little spaceship, and you fly around for a little bit, and then they kill you.
Mhm.
They shoot you down. They don't want to see other people fly.
Well, they shoot you down.
Frogs. It's like
Personally, nah.
Yeah, I'm not
I'm not getting shot down.
getting shut down.
This is like.
Are you guys down for Halo 3?
when I was a kid.
Halo 3
Probably
and the
not.
projector would be pretty fucking dope now, I'm just saying.
When I was a kid, there was like this statistic that said there's never been a Star Wars game where you could play in space. But I specifically remember
There's
playing a Star
literally
Wars game.
games in space.
Yeah, where I was fucking flying out, out of a ship
Technically.
and flying in space.
Technically, we are in space.
I was like, what the hell?
No, literally Star Wars Battlefront, I think both 1 and 2.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
have space battles, so I don't know why.
The dogfights are insane.
Do they mean like open world space? Like
I
fucking.
feel like they do.
Because you can't walk outside in space. I don't know if you know that.
It's just fucking technicalities and shit.
Like, they're oh my god, the guy's ass is out.
Yeah. You literally looked right when he flipped around and showed off his ass.
There's a biker.
He's dressed like Gallo though. That's the funny part.
He just flipped around. No, this guy's not dressed like me at all.
Yeah, it's shants and a colorful Hawaiian shirt.
I wear shants and a Hawaiian
I'm
shirt
pretty sure I've seen Gallo and Shans before.
Yeah.
and a colorful
I'm
Hawaiian
pretty
shirt.
sure I've seen him cut off
Yeah.
himself.
That one time you
my
looked like
ass
Ace
out?
Ventura.
That guy
I didn't
looks
say
like
you had your ass out, but you dress like he dresses like you.
what was it? Fucking that bad Ace Ventura sequel where there's no Jim Carrey, it's just the kid.
What?
But the kid.
Oh yeah, the little fat kid.
Yeah, the little fat kid. That's him grown up. He just lives.
I was like, what are you talking about? You just activated a repressed memory right now, dude.
Oh, right here.
Say it and so I forgot that existed.
All right. So real quick, we lost a shit ton of footage. It wasn't even just a Captain America review. By this time, both of the last episodes will be posted. You got a bonus, but one of them is gonna be like hella fucking short. I think 49. Oh, this is episode 50, guys.
Woo!
Big 5-0. You know, we're only like what 13 years away from our social security checks.
Yeah.
But fucking. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so the Captain America review. How do you want?
It was toy. It was toy.
You're a fucking liar.
It was toy.
You're a fucking liar.
I haven't seen it yet, but I already know it's whack.
It's toy like a toy guy.
I remember when I
Like
left,
that,
I
like
was
that.
like, oh, you know what? That was a good Marvel movie. It's not a good movie per se. It's a good Marvel movie. Blah blah. And then like it like festered in my mind, like you know, you let the dust settle. And I'm like, you know what? That movie was ass, bro. There was no clear villain.
Thank you.
There was like technically 3 of them. And then you got the fucking like not even a mid boss, but like the beginning Batroc boss basically. So spoiler review. This movie basically play by plays a normal Captain America movie. It play by plays the helicopter. Fucking Captain America will be jumping down. He's gonna fucking do a whole mission. But oh no, Falcon, new Falcon takes place as Black Widow in this one, while our new Captain America.
Who's new Falcon?
I
I don't know his name. It's like Carlos or something.
It's some like
Yeah, he's like a Cuban dude.
Yeah, Latino name.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, they show us the Serpent Society, which I even didn't see the patch that literally says Serpent Society on it.
Snake.
Oh,
I could have sworn
I
they
thought you were
called
gonna do the.
Slither.
I thought you were gonna do the fucking dodgeball. They're like,
Go with that.
yeah, they're like, guys, we we have the
Cobra?
adamantium.
Aren't they called Cobra?
Yeah.
We got the adamantium.
Yeah, the little arm snake too when you do it.
But they show us Giancarlo Esposito. He was cool.
He was cool. His highlight was when he spoke Spanish.
Oh, and to the priest,
Yeah.
he's like, "You gotta tell me what I need to know," but in Spanish.
Yeah.
Oh,
Man, that shit delivered. His second fight, his fight scene with Anthony Mackie was sick.
yeah, toward the middle of the movie, which mirrors the scene in Civil War with the Nick Fury thing, where they like ambush Nick Fury in the fucking.
No, it's Winter Soldier.
Oh, that's Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Where they ambush Nick Fury in the fucking car. Oh yeah, see, so this basically is an entire play-by-play of Winter Soldier.
Yeah, this is Winter Soldier for Sam Wilson.
This is Winter Soldier.
Except,
He doesn't have the super serum.
Yeah.
not only that, they don't have a clear villain. There's no fucking what's his fucking name? I forgot his name.
You're not Captain
I know
America.
you're not shitting on my boy right now.
I'm sorry.
What was his fucking name again, dog?
Mr. Blue.
No, in fucking Winter Soldier.
Oh,
Fucking
Bucky?
nah, he wasn't the main villain technically.
Zemo?
Zemo.
No,
Yeah,
not Zemo. My bad. Arnim Zola. That's the computer guy.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's like, you know what? Now that I think about
Oh,
it,
he's in the movie, the computer guy.
No, he's in
no,
Winter
no,
Soldier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, think about it. Maybe I do mean Winter Soldier. There's no Winter Soldier in this movie.
Yeah, there's no Winter Soldier. Well, technically, Red Hulk is the
Look,
Winter
Captain
Soldier.
America. I'm
But,
telling
like,
you, this is just
With
Falcon.
like just the ending scene? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, so imagine Winter Soldier, but like he only comes out for 5 minutes at the end of the
And
movie.
I mean, technically, the old Captain America guy, the old black dude, what's his name?
Yeah, but that doesn't count.
What's it? Isaiah
Bradley?
Isaiah Bradley. I was about to say Isaiah Cassidy. That's a wrestler.
So after that opening scene, and they retrieve some fucking product that, surprise, surprise, later on in the movie we realize is like part of a whole plan between like Japan being like, oh, we have some adamantium,
We got this first.
and then America's like, oh man, it got stolen. Here, I got it for you, and it's like,
You stole it to give it back to me.
which technically isn't wrong.
Technically.
Yeah.
I don't think, high key, either, what's his name? Harrison Ford, either he's a really good actor or he kind of pulled it off. I was like, I don't believe this guy really stole this shit.
Yeah.
Maybe his subordinates stole him.
Yeah. Well, Legion, or what is his name? Leader.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Leader, like, Leader technically fucking,
Oh, yeah, Leader did
Orchestrated
that.
it,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay, yeah.
he orchestrated it so that it looked like America stole it and then gave it back. And Japan was like, grrr. But also, you guys let that get stolen?
Yeah.
Like, we don't even, like, talk about how it got stolen. Like, you guys just let it happen.
Is it,
I don't think you have to.
Is
It's
that
like
fateful
it's like
day
the
we
norm.
never talk about.
No, I get you. But still, like, you're mad at him because it got stolen, but, I mean, it got stolen. Up your security. Where's Silver Samurai?
Since this is a play-by-play of Winter Soldier, but for Sam, in the first mission he's on in the beginning of the movie, he's about to fight Giancarlo Espositos, but then he dips out and then he has to fight like the subordinate dude.
Mhm.
It's this really buff
Classic
dude.
villain.
Yeah, so it's basically the Batroc, George St. Pierre guy, and Batroc was played by George St. Pierre, UFC welterweight champion, right?
And then there's rumors about.
There's rumors about Seth freaking Rollins being in this movie. Well, it's not even rumors. He was actually
Yeah, he
casted
was
in this
there.
movie.
He shot the scenes.
Yeah, he shot his scenes, and like I'm watching this shit, and I'm like, that's not Seth Rollins, because that would have been where, because this guy
should've been, yeah.
it should have been, because the guy he was fighting was not anyone known, like he was no UFC fighter, no wrestler, nothing. And then
Just a big guy.
I'm just like I'm holding in my I'm like, okay, that's not him, but hopefully I know the rumors were though that he was playing a Serpent Society member. So I'm like watching this whole movie thinking like, where's Seth Rollins? And I was like, maybe he's at the end credit scene.
Mm.
And then Gallo had looked
Yeah, I look it up and I'm like, ooh. And I read that he shot all his scenes and everything, and then they were cut.
Yeah.
So it makes you think like, how bad were these scenes for them to cut it?
So not only was he like not in the movie, and not only was he not even the secret ending, but like the secret ending was
The
whack,
secret
too.
ending was ass, bro.
I was like, what the fuck?
Fucking let's go to the next scene. So after the whole fucking airplane opening scene, we go to the fucking they're like, oh, I guess this is what we've been doing this whole time. I've been training with old super soldier Isaiah Bradley, so I could seem to be in like Batman shape, like comic accurate Batman. Fucking I could take bullets and I could fucking run around and punch people, multilingual. I could do all this shit apparently.
Yeah, he's
But
multilingual as fuck.
I'm a human.
If someone's speaking the language in this movie, Sam can also speak it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did like a Spanish thing.
He did Spanish, he
Yeah.
did Japanese.
But so they get invited to a president's thing, and then Isaiah Bradley's like, "Man, you helping the president?" and Sam Wilson's like, "I'm Captain America." he's like, what do you want me to do? Fucking say, "Fuck the president, I'm Captain America." Like imagine how that looks. So he like says, "But we all got invited, so let's all go." Isaiah Bradley's like, "Okay." They go, and then fucking trickery's afoot. And they get my boy on false charges.
They do. There was a nice little running scene in there. You know, me, I gotta have those running scenes for Captain America movies.
And it's funny too, because like right before that running scene, they're like dropping heavy lore for fucking the MCU with the adamantium thing. Apparently, the Eternals introduced this big ass thing that came out of the fucking ocean, which is celestial, like a baby celestial technically. And this entire thing, I don't know about the entire thing, but I mean, wouldn't it be the entire thing? Is made of fucking adamantium, and that's how they want to introduce this shit to the fucking MCU. Meaning, Wolverine, if he's out and about, which there's like a She-Hulk fucking minor little Easter egg saying that that he is out and about. He still motherfucking got bone claws, which means he doesn't even have the Weapon X hasn't even happened yet.
That's crazy. So, like, would you be okay
With a Weapon X movie?
No, would you be okay with a Wolverine that didn't start off in the fucking... He wasn't in World War II? Like, he was born, like, in the 80s or some shit?
Nah, that'd be dumb.
You wouldn't like that?
Nah, I mean, his whole thing was that he's old.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like Magneto. I mean, Magneto's where it's gonna be fucking really tricky because
Oh, yeah.
how are you gonna have a Holocaust survivor right now
Oh, yeah.
in 2025? I don't care how much of a baby he was. Like,
But you know, he was super duper baby.
he was super duper baby.
Yeah.
The only thing I can picture is
No,
that
you know, the
he
fuck-
slowed his age somehow with magnetism, or like the
Oh, he just found the kid alive. I don't know.
vibranium.
Oh, yeah, because...
Vibranium could slow down
Yeah.
life or extend it, and apparently
Vibranium could do anything, pretty
yeah.
much.
And then adamantium is basically vibranium on crack, so we don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, I don't know if they're gonna give it fucking like the same properties of vibranium, or just say,
Well, they
nah,
said it was
it's just
stronger.
harder and
Harrison
yeah.
Ford did say it was, like, stronger.
Yeah, they said it was stronger and stuff, but I don't know if they're gonna make it like the same type of like, oh, we could literally do magic with it, because that's how they made vibranium seem. They're like,
Yeah.
we could just do anything.
Which fucking went totally... When I watched Black Panther, that shit went right over my head. I was like, I guess they're just really advanced in technology. And then someone said, oh, that was all... Everything they did was because of vibranium. And I was like, what?
Yeah, literally.
How does that make sense?
Like, they're just smart because of vibranium. The plant that they fucking drink, just because vibranium. It has like vibranium poisoning in the plant, and then they're like, let's drink this and get strong, and they do. So fucking, there's like a scene right after he's explaining the whole thing. Like, apparently all the countries are like, so whose celestial body is this? And then a fucking random ass song plays, fucking like some like Russian fucking lullaby, and nobody cares about it. What happened? Oh, I thought you were gonna chime in too.
No, he's doing an office moment.
So fucking some like random ass fucking song plays and nobody fucking cares, and Harrison Ford gets shot at by Isaiah Bradley and like 4 other people who are like blank faced. Like if you look at these people, you're like, oh, they're getting mind controlled.
Especially Isaiah. Like you could tell he was
Yeah.
not in control at that moment.
And then later on, they like look at the footage and shit, and they're like, "Oh, look, they all have like flashing in their faces before this happened." And then the song plays, and then when he had the shot, like Isaiah Bradley's a fucking super soldier. If he wanted Harrison Ford dead, he would have been dead. He had the shot and everything. He doesn't shoot. He like misses it on purpose, basically. And they're like, I wonder why. And it's because fucking leader don't got no goddamn balls. This whole movie, the leader is fucking upset. He's been out for like 17 years plus. Since the Hulk movie with that random gamma radiation. And we go
That
through
was
this
not
whole...
random.
Yeah, it's his fault. But still, with this fucking gamma radiation, that instead of making him fucking strong, it made him smarter. And like, apparently, General Ross was like, I could use this.
That's why he made himself president of the United States.
And he said, if you make me president, I'll let you out. It's like, I've been in here for 17 years. And now you're going to let me out. And it also goes to like, if this guy's so smart, why didn't he do anything before that?
Yeah.
He could have broke out. What the fuck?
He could have cured himself his own damn
He
self.
could have cured himself. He could have broke out. He could have done any number of things.
Or he could have flipped the script. He would have been like, "Oh, I was waiting for this moment."
Like, I don't know. And then he goes to like even be like, oh, I didn't want to kill him. I just wanted him to learn a lesson and stuff. Like, what the fuck? What are you, his therapist? Like, what are you talking about?
Maybe he did. Maybe he's like, you know what? I hate this guy. Everyone else hates this guy. Let me get some revengeance on this
Yeah.
fool.
This guy has
doing-
anger management issues. I
Here-
want people to know that.
He really thinks he really thinks he's doing us a favor by taking out or ruining Thunderbolt Ross's
Like,
reputation.
yeah. And it's like, Doug, you're a fucking scientist. You could be doing any number of things. But you'd rather fucking just be mad at General Ross. Anyway, back to Captain America. Him and Falcon are on their little soiree around trying to figure out what the fuck happened. This is the scene where in Winter Soldier where Captain America's going around with Black Widow, like incognito to clear their name.
And we have
Bucky's name.
We have a new former Black Widow now too, and she's the head security of Harrison Ford's cabinet.
And she's also like 4'3".
She's super tiny. Like, man, it feels like any one of the characters is gonna step
Those
on her.
multiple Black Widows.
Yeah,
They're all. If you've seen Black Widow, there's like an entire organization. I mean, there was multiple
haven't
Black
seen Black
Widows in the
Widow.
comics, I believe. No, am I
Yeah.
tripping?
I think so.
Either way, what do you mean no?
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh. I saw it. Yeah, there's multiple Black Widows in the Black Widow movie. She frees them all. They were like all up in like some fucking like spaceship or some shit.
Really?
Yeah, that's how they didn't find.
Were they all Scarlett Johansson?
No, no.
One of them is Yelena.
And you'll see them sprinkled around the MCU now. Like in Shang-Chi, there was one in like the fighting cages and stuff. Along with like an extremist soldier and shit. And then in fucking this one, there's one next to the fucking president now. And then, you know, they're trying to live their life. But, you know, yeah, it's not much you could do out of fighting, you know? Like when your life is like that.
When she's first introduced, you're like, I hate this bitch. But then she's cool. She ain't that mean. She actually helps out a lot.
Yeah, she really just comes out. She's a Black Widow, I guess. That's probably why.
Yeah.
But she came off like standoffish. I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah. But she's redeemed though. She's redeemed.
Mm-hmm. She even has a scene where it's like the part where Black Widow and Captain America break into the fucking Arlen Zola lab, except there's no big ass bomb. It's just like another cliche fucking. We're gonna learn some shit and then we're gonna get into a little fight and then we're gonna break out. Type of scene with new Cap and new Falcon, and she walks in like, "Oh, I'm the boss around here. You guys can stop." And then
Handcuffs them.
and then she fights.
And we already know that the music activates the mind control. So when
she handcuffs him like way later.
So then when they're leaving the base and the cops come and they're like, we need to arrest you guys are fugitives. And then like they're only just gonna arrest them, but then the music starts playing.
Yeah.
And you're like, fuck. And
The
then
music
Sam's like,
from the Harrison Ford part where Isaiah Bradley's like, ah.
and Sam's like, yo, take these cuffs off. You gotta take these cuffs off, and they take them off on time.
Mhm.
It's a pretty scary scene.
I personally, that I thought he was gonna do some Batman shit. I thought he was just gonna break out of him.
That would have been sick.
Which I'm surprised that the movie didn't do.
Yeah.
Keep going. After the whole fucking music scene, they fight. They fucking drive off in their like product placement with Taco Bell. I don't even remember what the car was. It was probably like a Hummer EV, like some shit like that. It was like some type of electric car, and he fucking like they drive off, and then Captain America's like, apparently I have a bunch of fucking military friends, so. I mean, it makes sense that he has military friends.
Yeah, he was in the military. He talked
Not
to a
even
lot
just
of
that.
people
Yeah, he's
outside
the
of the
therapy.
military.
Yeah, all the whole. What was that shit called? It's not like AA meetings, but it's like
No.
meetings of some sort.
I don't know what it's called, but yeah, that's how he formulated his talk no jitsu,
Mm-hmm.
which I kind of fuck with because it's pretty
Mhm.
cool for him to have that.
And Steve Rogers had to do that for a while too. What? Why do you keep looking over at Angel? All right. Well, fucking. Then, what's the next scene?
Some dumb shit.
Yeah, some dumb shit. Well, basically, it's like the whole fucking. I'm gonna. Where they found like pills in that like secret base, and then fucking like a bunch of paperwork for a bunch of people, and one of them was Thunderbolt Ross, and it's like, gee, I wonder what he was doing with Thunderbolt Ross. Anyway, hey, can you look into these pills, like to the fucking military friend? And he's like, yeah, I gotcha. Then Giancarlo Esposito jump scare happens. Not really. There's a jump scare later in the movie, but they see Giancarlo Esposito. They already have him like chained up because of the fight that they had before, where like
I thought he died. Like I'm pretty sure Sam drop kicked him with an axe in his chest, and like
so
it
fucking
seemed like he died, but I guess he didn't.
like two things to point out during that fight. When Giancarlo Esposito like throws a fucking knife at like his collarbone and like hatchets his fucking stomach, Sam Wilson's stomach, and Sam Wilson just kind of walks away from it. like he fucking does like a whole like smoke bomb thing, and Giancarlo Esposito's like, oh, you're getting scared, huh? Resorting to blah blah blah, and he's like, drop kicks him. And then Ivan thinks that he threw the axe first and then drops kicks him.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. If Sam Wilson could take it, I don't know.
But also, then again, I do make things more badass in my head when I'm watching stuff.
Oh, that's why you like dumb movies.
Most likely.
Angel. If you named your top 5, you literally can't say that.
Nah, my top 5 is sacred to me.
I can't say
Spy
it because- yeah,
Kids.
Spy Kids.
Shark
That's
Boy,
not
Lava
top
Girl.
5. That's not top 5. That's just like guilty pleasures now. I didn't even know about Spy Kids, dog.
I don't.
Everybody was in that shit.
Not me.
Fuck.
So anyway,
Yeah, everybody. That Antonio Banderas, that Machete. That's crazy.
so fucking he's talking to a drunk. I don't even remember what he says. What's he say?
I don't know.
I have no fucking clue, dog. I don't
When we
remember.
last
seeing
watched the
what he
movie,
said.
it was fresh in our minds, but now, you know,
Mhm.
Because that shit was dumb, probably.
it's been time. He just gives them like information on what's going on,
Mm.
but he has like they do like a little deal. He's all like, "I want to be free." He's like, "I can't get you. You can't be free, but I can get you set up nicely in your prison."
No, he said, "I want to be free." He's like, "No, give me a prison I can break out of. Then, okay."
Very funny.
And then fucking they leave, not shortly after, the guy that got given the pills was like, "Oh, these are gamma radiation pills. Whoever's taking them is gonna become a fucking Hulk. I gotta call Sam Wilson." Leader's standing there like, "I'm gonna blow up your heart now." And it's like, what?
As he's doing it, he's like, the guy getting like his heart exploded. He's like, "Who are
It's
you?"
a military base, first of all.
He's like, "Who are you?" And he's like,
And then the
"Isn't
camera
it-"
slow pans.
And he's like, "Isn't it obvious? I'm the hero." I'm like, what the fuck? He should have said, "I'm the leader." Especially with everything he's doing. He's smart as fuck. He's like orchestrating everything. He's like, "I know all the probabilities." Like, this is a perfect chance to be like, since I know how to do all this shit, I'm formulating it to that way. I'm the leader of this whole thing. And that's his actual comic name, is the leader. And this fool calls himself the hero because he thinks he's the hero in this situation. But
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
I don't know.
What a whack ass fucking villain for this role.
What kind of hero explodes someone's heart like that in cold blood, in
Literally.
broad daylight,
In
on a
broad
military
daylight.
base? Of
He
all
doesn't
places.
even kill the guy who imprisoned him for 17 years. He kills some random dude.
And it gets to the point where like Sam just has him like beat in every situation, and he just goes, I give up. That's my biggest play.
Yeah. And it's like, oh damn, this new Captain America, man. I can't. He keeps ruining my plans. It's like, if you knew the probabilities, why didn't you account for Captain America?
Ooh.
What are you talking? You're not thinking. You got that big ass head, and you ain't thinking.
He ain't thinking.
He's like, all right, so if I do all this shit to General Ross, well, what about Captain America? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, whatever.
I'm gonna use his friend against him, get him imprisoned, and he can't do anything about that because it's happening.
All right, I'm gonna get him out of prison. What?
I'm gonna keep him in prison. What?
It makes no sense, bro. And then, so he's like, all right, my next plan, I'm gonna have the America look like they want to attack Japan. Oh yeah, perfect. Japan already is mad at them. So we're all taking place around the celestial body now. Fucking General Ross is like, I'm going too, and they're like, you shouldn't go. He's like, I'm going too. So they're all.
I like the way they set that up though, because Harrison Ford was. This is after like his whole. He's trying to sign a peace treaty this whole time.
Yeah, but
about
he has anger management issues.
He has anger management issues, and then like Japan Prime Minister already told him like, yeah, dude, I think it's you that stole this shit and trying to give it back to me now. So then they're like, he's kind of like asked out of plays, and then he's like, fuck it, we're just gonna go to the celestial body and take that shit. We're taking the rest of the reserve of like the resources, and then his like associate lady that's like tied to Sam Wilson.
Wait, that's not what he was doing. Everybody was like thinking that everyone that's part of this peace treaty is kind of thinking that like, okay, this peace treaty doesn't look like it's gonna go. We're all gonna just be around it in case something happens. And then,
because she tells him like, oh, if you do that, it's gonna start a war.
yeah,
And he's like, fuck it, I was a wartime general, I'm gonna be a wartime president.
Be a wartime president.
And he delivers that line perfectly, bro. Because high key, I missed the last dude. And this is Harrison Ford. We all know Harrison Ford really don't give a shit about things. He just shows up for checks. But damn, he delivered. He delivered.
So fucking the entire time he's in this fucking the submarine, he's like, oh man, I don't know why, but I'm getting so angry. And fucking Sam Wilson and them are like, hey, we have like 2 pilots that are getting mind controlled, like about to attack Japan, so we're gonna go handle that. So as they're handling that, Japan's like, what is going on? You have 2 fucking jets coming at us. I'm not gonna just look at them, so I'm sending jets to fucking fight them off. And then Captain America's like, no, it's okay, I'll get them. And they're like, I don't trust you either.
Yeah, they don't.
I don't care what you say.
Just because you speak Japanese, you think I trust you?
So fucking the entire time, and let me just say, Sam Wilson tells the new Falcon, hey, do what you want, but just don't die. And this motherfucker, mid fucking fight scene, like they're helping, trying to like get their main goal is to get the pilots out of the ships, because even if they're mind controlled out of the ship, it's like, okay, so what? So fucking they're doing that. They're stopping missiles and everything. One missile gets by New Falcon, and he's like, oh, I got it. And then Captain America's like, no, stop. Like, I'll get it. And he's like, no, I got it, and shoots it like right in his face, point fucking blank. He could have just stabbed it, I guess. Like he's like right in front of it, dude, and he like just blows himself up, lands in the ocean. Sam's like, oh shit, and goes to try to save him, and they're like, oh whoa, hey, take the other pilot out. We'll go get him. Like,
this is my favorite action sequence in the movie.
this?
No, it's like probably my second favorite because the Red Hulk scene's really tight. But now this action sequence is actually really good. Like him flying around, two Falcons stopping these jet planes from killing each other and stopping these missiles.
So let me
It's
just
really
give you
sick.
the outfit of Sam Wilson right now. So he has vibranium wings, courtesy of Wakanda. The rest of his suit's just normal fucking suit. He has 2 Red Wings now. And
He does? His two
Yeah,
Red Wings?
he has 2 Red Wings now.
I just know that he put the fucking shield on the Red Wing and blocked some
And-
bullets. That shit was fire.
And the vibranium shield. So yeah, fucking. I mean, I don't. Maybe those Red Wings, since they're part of the wings, maybe they're vibranium too. I don't know though. So fucking. Sam Wilson succeeds. Japan's like, all right, I guess you guys are okay. And everything's all honky dory, and fucking while that's happening, fucking Harrison Ford's like, oh, it's over? Oh, okay. And then fucking leader's like, no.
He's Skeletor now?
He's like, I have one last ploy. And it's giving himself up in front of the fucking White House during a press conference while Harrison Ford is giving a speech and he plays a video. And it's like, dog, that video is pre-recorded. You didn't have to go to the fucking speech and give yourself up.
I don't know. When he did it, it kind of made sense, but I don't know. Looking back on it, I don't.
It doesn't make sense.
How does it make sense?
It doesn't make sense. He the thing this smart ass motherfucker is doing doesn't make sense. The probability of me making a complete ass of myself, 100%. He literally talks to Sam Wilson. He's like, what does he even fucking tell him? He like has this whole fucking talk with Sam Wilson. Sam Wilson's like, yeah, you're not that guy, pal. I'm that guy. You're not that guy. And leader's like, you want to make a bet? And fucking gets arrested and shit. And then we get the trailer scene. Harrison Ford hulks out. We're at like the last fucking like 20 minutes of the movie now. And then for some reason, everyone on his security detail looks at him hulking out, and their first thought's like, we should shoot the president.
That feels crazy, bro. They were just helping him. He turns into Hulk, and they all start blasting on him.
And it's like, yeah, because that works on Hulks. But I don't understand the MCU, bro. like, or the comic universe in general. If you see a Hulk, are you shooting?
No,
You think you're gonna be the lucky guy? Oh, I shot the 1 trillionth fucking 1 quintillionth fucking bullet on Hulk, and it got through.
Especially when you hear him go like, "Oh, it makes me angry."
Yeah.
Like, oh fuck, maybe we should stop.
It's like it makes no sense, dog. Oh yeah, your security personnel 45 millimeter is gonna fucking make it through. Like
Yeah, stop saying Baby Shark.
it made no fucking sense, man. And then you're telling me that this Sam Wilson, this fucking no super serum. Oh, we skipped the whole fucking Winter Soldier.
There was no Winter Soldier.
Yeah, there is.
I mean, technically, there's no Winter Soldier anymore.
Just keep going. We'll get to it later.
All right, so fucking this
America's dead. In the MCU, America's dead.
Loki.
No, Loki's good. He's alive right now.
Oh, okay.
Talking about America.
So, Sam fucking Wilson. Let me just give you a scene, just so I don't sound fucking insane. This normal dude, I guess he's not normal. This above average dude versus a fucking Hulk. Wait, hold on.
Cut it.
All right. So fucking They're on top of the roof. Harrison Ford's acting out. He grabs a fucking pipe, or not a pipe, but like a big ass beam or some shit. Goes to fucking hit these like soldiers. Horizontal slash, bruh. You're telling me Sam Wilson stops that slash, grabs the beam, grabs it with his human hands, bare hand. And just because he has a jetpack that's going like really fucking hard, he's able to stop a Hulk?
Yeah, this whole movie since the beginning is making you wonder, like, does Sam have the serum? Because if you watch Falcon and Winter Soldier, you know that he never took it in that show.
He's getting IV dripped or some shit, dog, while he's sleeping. Because there's no way.
Maybe a little bit. Yeah, that's what you brought up that point that, you know, since he's training with Isaiah Cassidy, he's just like hella strong now. I mean, Isaiah Bradley. He's just like hella strong now.
It makes no sense, dog. He's getting that whole fucking Static Shock and Richie treatment. Richie's
he's getting the rub.
I guess I'm just hanging out with you enough, and I'm just super powered now.
Super smart. He's got the rub. He's got the Isaiah Bradley rub. Yeah.
Fucking hanging out with Bucky and everything. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he kissed Bucky and shit. Maybe he's fucking...
Shut the fuck up.
They're bros. You kissed your bros. So.
Never seen Maverick?
So yeah, so fucking that happens, and then throughout the movie, Harrison Ford's like, I really miss my daughter. She doesn't want to talk to me anymore since I tried to kill her boyfriend 1,000 times.
Yeah, he did not give a fuck. He did not give a fuck.
Ever since I stopped listening to her and did a bunch of things and started getting really angry all the time, yeah, she doesn't want to talk to me anymore. But there was this one time in cherry blossom trees,
which was never, ever, ever mentioned ever at all.
Anyway, the cherry blossoms, but the cherry blossom trees. Oh man, if only I could have a walk with cherry blossoms. Sam Wilson's like, I have an idea. I got an idea.
Listen. I'm not just a speaker. I also listen.
So he's like, I'm gonna leave the Red Hulk with some cherry blossoms.
He don't tell you, but you can see it happening. You start seeing them cherry blossoms blossom.
And then during this chase scene where Red Hulk is chasing fucking Falcon, there's a scene where he's like probably 100 yards away, like behind some trees. Like he's knocking over the trees and he's like running towards Sam. And then out of nowhere, he comes like right into the fucking camera and jump scares you. Harrison Ford, Red Hulk face.
Yeah, she was awesome. Yeah, because he's like flying away, and you're like Sam's perspective, and you just saw Red Hulk like far, far away. He's flying forward, and he looks back, and he's right in your face. That shit is crazy. I actually jumped in this theater. I was like, oh shit.
He gets knocked like a fucking pinball ball. Pinball. Bing bong. So fucking he's like doing what he can, and throughout this whole movie he has like these feathers that he like shoots out of his fucking wings, and they just kind of get left there. Like, I don't know how the fuck he's picking these up after every fight or some shit.
I'm pretty sure they vibranium back to his wings.
Yeah, but they don't show it.
You just have to assume it's doing that.
You just have to assume. It would have been cool, you know?
I haven't seen the movie, but I want to see them circle around him coming back.
Yeah.
Dude, that should be sick.
Stop saying.
There's that guy in My Hero Academia that has that shit. He's like the number 3 hero or some shit, number 4. He's like up there.
Hawks?
Yeah, Hawks. Yeah, he could have just did some Hawk shit.
Dude, Hawks.
And at the same time,
and he could turn into a long sword.
Yeah.
He's like,
see, he could have done that shit. He could have he could have put a bunch of fucking things around the shield to make it like a, what's his name from Kung Lao? Could have made like a Kung Lao fucking shield thing where it like cuts through shit. He could have done so much shit.
In Mortal Kombat?
Yeah. Anyway.
Ooh, let's design some fatalities for Sam.
For Sam Wilson?
Yeah.
Well, he has one right now that we're about to say
the double wing stab.
So fucking you see throughout the movie that the Red Hulk's kind of a little bit more squishy than Hulk. So like the bullets when they're bouncing off Red Hulk, like they're bouncing, like they kind of like divot and then come out.
Yeah, they bounce off of him. That's wild.
And then fucking Sam Wilson's like feathers were like kind of piercing the skin, so they're like, oh, okay, we could pierce Hulk, I guess. So Sam Wilson's getting his fucking ass beat, but like not as a human, because it would have been over. He's like taking hits from Red Hulk, He had like the kinetic energy thing that Black Panther had. So Hulk's about to like deliver like a final blow, but he has like a cut in him. So Sam Wilson, one-winged because he got his shit ripped off earlier, goes in for a fucking like uppercut wing, like right into his fucking the already open part of Red Hulk, and like kinetic blast inside of it, and then fucking that could be the fatality. Mm-hmm. The kinetic blast inside of the body and it goes. Psst.
Whoa.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And then maybe another one. He like flies, takes you all really high up, and just kind of drops you down.
I was gonna say that one.
And then both of the.
That was my favorite.
And Red Wing.
Both Red Wings. Yeah. Like just like circling around you or like shooting a laser at you all the way down. Yeah.
You just drop.
Or he's just flying away and Vision looks at you and goes and he dodges out of the way. So fucking that's basically the end of the movie. He's like 5 minutes like after that, everyone's there. They're like, get him out of the rubble and shit. And the Hulk's knocked out. He's knocked out. They both wake up at the same time. And then I don't even remember what Sam Wilson says, but he talked no jutsus the Red Hulk, and Red Hulk's like, "You're right. Sorry, I was acting real crazy."
Yeah, because he basically said the same thing he said last time, except now it actually got through.
Mm-hmm.
But just like Naruto, not only do they fight, they're also having a battle of ideologies. So the fact that Sam was also able to just like knock some sense into him, literally and figuratively, that's what made his words get through finally.
Yeah, Sam
and
was
successfully talk no jutsu him.
Hey, I'm like you too. You remember the swing?
Remember the cherry blossoms?
The cherry blossoms?
Imagine the swing underneath the cherry blossoms.
Oh man,
now we talking.
Now we talking.
Who doesn't like cherry blossoms?
So then we get into the shitty ass ending where fucking Harrison Ford's in the raft. I don't know who the fuck is president right now.
Oh yeah.
Who
was his vice president?
They don't tell us shit, dude. They never let us know nothing. But anyway, and then Sam Wilson goes visits them in fucking raft jail. He's like, is the food any better because you put me in here? Remember that? Oh, ha, ha, ha. And he's like, no, they're still shitty.
I'm glad they acknowledged that.
And then fucking
they acknowledged that mid movie too.
Sam Wilson's like, oh, sorry.
No, yeah, like they tell him like, dude, are you gonna trust the president, bro? He literally had been in prison for years.
I forgot that shit. And then all the way in the fucking beginning, he's like, hey, I wanna restart the Avengers.
Yeah.
And Sam Wilson's like, you ended the Avengers. It was
yes.
What the fuck?
That shit's crazy.
And he's like,
did end the Avengers.
And then he had the audacity to be like, yeah, I know, but the thing is, let's try again. Whoopsies,
Stats, going over the numbers.
It's like we don't have the Avengers anymore. Like they're not here. They're all dead and discommunicated. Like
now that I think about it, they're doing it for free.
Yeah,
they were.
In Winter Soldier and Falcon and Winter Soldier, you find out that he was doing it for free. Sam has no money.
Sam Wilson has no money.
His sister has her own business, and he can't even help her support it because he has no fucking money. He can't even take out a loan.
They're like, you were a hero? No 401k, no nothing? No.
Fucking loser.
He's like, I was saving your ass. It's like,
wings.
You should have been saving up.
Each wing blade is probably like a 10,000. So one of those.
It's like, yeah, I don't know. So fucking, let me think. Well, I mean, that's why, yeah, he could have just take a feather out, huh?
Yeah.
Take a feather out of vibranium out and just sell that shit.
In the next movie, you see like spots missing from his wings. You know why? That was going through a hard time. He'll get him back though once he gets the money.
Yeah. So fucking.
Well, that's the trick, and they just come back anyway.
Yeah, they just come back anyway. So while Sam Wilson's talking to Harrison Ford, he's like, "All right, well anyway, I'm gonna leave you with a little some." And fucking Betty Ross comes in. Hey, Dad. And fucking Harrison Ford is like, all it took was me going in jail to talk to you. I should have did this sooner.
He says that?
I don't remember what he says. He does say something like, oh, I should have just did something sooner. Or some shit.
And Sam's still standing there.
Yeah, Sam's like staying there. Yeah, fucking Betty Ross and him have like a little heart to heart, and Sam Wilson's like, all right, I'll get out of here. And then the fucking credits roll, and you're waiting for the fucking end credit scene.
I'm waiting for Seth freaking Rollins to be like, Serpent Society.
This motherfucker walked 2 feet away to lead her in the
2
raft.
feet.
Like, he basically turned around and said, now you. I had to talk with him across.
Well, actually,
now I'm going to have to talk to you.
The last scene in the movie, before the credits, is him talking to the new Falcon. And then having a heart to heart. And then it's back at the raft. Like, bro, that scene could have happened literally right after he walked away from Harrison Ford and Betty.
Yeah, so that makes it worse.
That makes it worse.
That makes it worse. Because we already moved away.
Yeah.
And now we're back.
And now we're back.
So it's not even an end credit scene. It's like we're literally going back in time during the movie.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh my god.
Wait, the end credit scene is what?
So in the movie, they're at the raft, right?
Yeah.
Like this whole scene is them at the raft. Captain America talks to fucking Harrison Ford, and his daughter comes in, and it's like a whole thing, right? Then right after that, Captain America goes and talks to fucking Falcon because he blew himself up with that fucking missile and shit. And he was basically like, all right, I will tell you how to do the kick, because he was asking how to do a kick earlier. And then he's like, that's it. And they're like, wow, it's all in the hip. It's all in the hip. And then credits roll. We're back at the raft. we're 2 scenes back. And he goes to talk to Leader. And Leader's like, there's more villains. And Sam's like, what do you mean? I mean there's more villains. Okay. Credits. That's it. Black screen.
I was so disappointed.
like, what do you mean?
I told the homie Steve.
More bullshit movies.
I told the homie Steve, I was like, yeah, the end credit scene was whack. And he watched it and he was like, what are you talking about? They set up Secret Wars. It was tight. I was like, dog, that shit could have happened in the movie.
You're acting like Secret Wars wasn't set up like fucking 80 movies ago.
I thought Secret was supposed to be a secret.
Yeah. Like, it doesn't make any sense, bruh. This movie was basically just like a fucking alley-oop for like other movies, and that was it. Like,
Yeah, it had major potential to be like a fucking awesome ass movie from start to finish, like the original Winter Soldier movie.
Yep.
But the reshoots, the poor direction,
I mean, if
Yeah.
it was shot by the Russo brothers, who knows?
dude, who knows? Because honestly, I still like the movie because one, I fuck with Falcon now. Like, I wasn't a Falcon fan when I watched Winter Soldier fucking 11 years ago. Like, that movie made me be like, oh, this guy's pretty cool. And then throughout, he had his moments throughout the MCU, man. He had his moments dodging Vision's blast, even if Vision was like, I want to see some titties right now.
Can you move your seat up? No.
And then when Chris Evans is finally kissing what's her face, and then him and Bucky are both smiling, like, bro, they like, it's that classic, like, you know when you're with your homie and you're out and about, and then he finds someone that he knows from his past, and they're talking, and you're just standing there. That's what Sam is to Cap and Bucky.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, like, it's kind of funny, like, they don't get along, Falcon and Bucky, but Sam and Buck. But they already had their own show together. And we already see Bucky's willing to, like, do the work and, like, be friendly with Sam. And, like, not even he fucks with Sam. But Sam, for whatever reason, just be like, man, I hate Bucky. I hate him. And it's like, when Sam's friend is in the hospital, little Cuban man, after that mission in the Indian Ocean with his celestial body. And he's, like, worried about his friend. And he's like, fuck. And then Buck comes in. Bucky comes in, gives him a heart-to-heart. He's like, man, you don't need the serum, dog.
Like 5 minutes, bro. And
don't
Sam's
need that
like,
serum.
really? You don't think I need it? He's like, yeah, I really do think you don't need it.
Chris Evans he gave people hope, but you give something to it for people to aspire to.
And he's like, wow.
Just give me the
Thanks.
serum.
He's like, wow, thanks, Bucky. And Bucky's like, I love you. And he's like, yeah, thanks, Bucky.
Exactly. Literally what happens. Bucky tells him, I love you, and Sam just says,
Yeah, all
he's
right,
like,
bye. Have a good
all
one. And then can we also get fucking Bucky could have like ended this fucking movie like hella early, and he's just there like, all right, well, I have like something to get to.
He's running for like some political office in like some random state like Carolina or something.
He's like, all right, well, bye.
And then later,
wait. And then the fucking Black Widow bitch.
yeah, she comes in.
She walks in like with like 2 coffees. Like I guess she went out to go get coffee earlier. And then she's like, "Was that the Winter Soldier?" and he's like, "Yeah." She's like, "Tall, built." And he's like, "He's 100." He's like 100 and something. And she's like, "I can work with that." He's like, "Dog, you are like 4'3". Ain't no way you gonna work with that.
Yeah, and then freaking later on, when Harrison Ford calls Betty right before like one of his speeches.
Let's say they do get together, and she's like, "Hey, honey, can you just leave the arm at home?" Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, so he calls Betty and like he's trying to talk to her. Well, no, she calls him because he got hurt. I forgot what happened, but he got hurt somehow. So she calls him, and he's like, "Oh, I'm finally talking to you." So they're talking, but you know how it is when you're talking to one of your parents that you guys don't really like get along no more. Either way, you know how like you're talking to that parent, and you guys aren't on the best of terms, and then one of you guys says "I love you," and then the other one doesn't say it. That's what happens. Harrison Ford tells Betty he loves her, and she says, "Okay, bye," and she hangs up. And that's the second unrequited "I love you" in this movie. There's 2: Bucky to Sam, and Ross to Betty.
It's because they knew you were gonna watch the movie.
That's crazy.
There's a bunch of fake love over there in the Avengers Tower.
But here's the thing: there's a bunch of fake love in Avengers Tower. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Because Tony Stark and Steve Rogers didn't fuck with each other. They're on the same team. They're trying to play along. Tony Stark and Doctor Strange don't fuck with each other, but Doctor Strange knows how important he is.
In a suit, we take away the suit. What are you? Genius, playboy, philanthropist?
Billionaire, playboy, philanthropist. Immortals are so funny. Or does he say tiny or funny?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Dude, it's Thor.
It's crazy, bro. I used to hate Thor. And
it's pre-Ragnarok Thor.
Yeah,
Ragnarok Thor.
Yeah, the homie was a fucking stick in the mud.
Homie was good in one movie.
Yeah.
and then they just turned into complete shit.
Well, they find out he had a funny bone, but then they overused that funny bone.
Yeah,
see, not even just
He
that.
got too goofy.
It happened in Ragnarok. It was teetering the line the entire movie.
Yeah.
I still fuck.
No, it's a good movie. It's a good movie. Ragnarok
That's
is
the
good.
one where the Hulk falls out. Like,
Yeah.
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 You see, that shit killed it for me. I was like, oh, hype. Finally, a redeeming Hulk quality and shit. And that fool fucking fails for me.
Yeah. And it was so low hanging fruit for that scene. Because it's like,
The thing that bugs me about it is that's the same joke they used in the first Hulk movie, or technically the second Hulk movie. But that's what they use in Edward Norton Hulk. He comes out the helicopter, he doesn't change in the Hulk yet, and he lands, and then he comes out as Hulk. That's what happened, but they made a joke out of it.
They made a joke out of it, yeah.
This is like recycled garbage. And not even that, but they're not even creative with it. We're like trying to revamp shit.
Ragnarok was a sick ass movie.
But yeah, it was a good movie. But I give fucking Captain America a low 6 out of 10, maybe a fucking 5 straight up.
I give it a high 7 out of 10.
Compared to all these other movies that they come out, Ragnarok is pretty up there.
And Ragnarok's out there.
Yeah.
If I rewatch Ragnarok, I'll probably still give it an 8 or a 7.
Like, even though it's goofy and shit, I'll enjoy it.
Yeah. Because the absolutely abysmal... What the fuck's the other one?
The one after it?
Yeah.
The Thunder and Lightning?
No, that one sucks.
Yeah, that one
sucks.
that one's like a clear 2.
Here's the thing.
Like,
I'm pretty sure I've talked about this before, but like when you have an artist, right? And he has a really good vision and you give him the tools to make that vision.
Vision mentioned? Vision Quest? Keep going.
He could bust out some pretty cool projects, But like if you put like restrictions on him, he has to work with those restrictions. So your product is gonna like what I'm trying to say is like if you're restricted in some aspects, you work harder because you have to work around those restrictions, right? But if you're given free reins, you don't give a fuck, bro.
Man.
You're doing whatever you want. And that's what happened. With Ragnarok, Taika Waititi had restrictions, bro. He had to teeter the line. That's why it was teetering the line. It was still good. But with fucking Love and Thunder, bro, they say, oh, do whatever you want. And when has MCU ever told anyone they could do whatever they want? They told Taika Waititi. They told Taika Waititi. Yeah, because the Russo brothers are great.
Yeah, because they know what they're doing.
They know what they're doing. But Taika Waititi's like, yeah, let me just hire everyone's fucking friends and family. Yeah.
It was literally...
Yeah.
you guys want to improv? Do improv. I
It
don't
was
care.
literally a parody movie, bro. It was literally a parody movie. You're not gonna give me a scene from Thor Ragnarok unless it has like Christian Bale in it and have me be happy.
You mean Love and Thunder?
Yeah, that one. So fucking. Yeah, that's the Winter Soldier review.
I feel like I have more to say, but
Yeah, I mean we can end the episode right here, and then we continue with another normal episode.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys for listening to the Fools Podcast. This has been Gallo V.
Andrew G.
Ivan O.
Bye.